So when you invest in Elon Musk or anything in the wider market, you know what the general rate of return is that's possible to get. As you invest in the wider market for Elon might be a different case, but on the whole, you know that the range of returns that you're able to get is like, what is it, 7 to 12%?
Yeah.
Like that, like 20% is considered like legend level.
If you consistently hit it, you are the best in the world, basically.
Yeah. And then otherwise it's all about market timing, right? So if you buy Tesla early, like easy to say now, right? But hindsight's a wonderful thing. But the thing with education in yourself, just like your own business, is that the return that you can get on that investment is 1,000%. I mean, it's literally the case that if you learn a skill or any one of the things that we've mentioned here, you actually invest in learning how to do that thing, that can then open up an opportunity for you, whether it's a promotion or a side hustle or even a business, which can generate literally thousands of percentage points of return if you're just analyzing it from a financial perspective. So with the education, I've always, like, right from the beginning, I've always spent a huge amount reinvesting into learning stuff, and I don't. Often it's like sometimes it's very targeted. So, for example, if I wanted to, what would be a good example of this? So, like we were talking earlier about clothes, right? I've always been like the least fashionable person in the room, and recently, because I've been on a lot more video, it's been a pain point for me, and
I never noticed. Maybe because I am the least fashionable. I'm the guy.
One, right?
Damon has 1,000 t-shirts, all the same, just different shades of colours. But multi-buy.
I always thought you looked well put together, to be honest.
Oh well, thank you very much. I don't hear that from everybody. Yeah. But I'll take it. And so, I decided recently I'm going to actually put a bit of effort into this. So I'm actually going out now and learning that, hey, guess what? If I put a white hoodie with a black top, like actually that works. And this is something I didn't know before. And it's a silly example, but it's on that same continuum of like, if there's something that I can see is holding me back, then there's someone out there with the solution. I can go and find them, and learning, when you consistently learn these things, then you end up, the skills start to compound. One of the things I did early on in my when I was starting my businesses was in writing. I've always done a lot of writing. It started off as blogging. I send a lot of email. I write newsletters now and write books. And I always took loads and loads of courses from people that teach copywriting. So how do you write stuff online which is impactful and persuasive? And learning to write, I've now been using, it's a skill I've been using over and over again for like over 10 years now to build the various things that I've done. And I use it on a daily basis. So I think you speak to anyone successful, they all invest huge amounts into their own learning, because it's the knowledge which is the gatekeeper to everything else that comes later. So, how to decide what to invest into, I think it comes from understanding where you are, understanding where you want to get to, trying to identify what's in the way, and then having the confidence to go and put some money behind it. So I'm going to find the person who can help me do that. I'm going to learn, and that's often what opens the doors.
One way I think about it is kind of lean into what you're good at and like become really good at it. So one thing that I've always done within my finance videos is have like a storytelling element that because story learn. You like stories as well within languages, and that's how you do it. But for me, it just helps me stand out. So it was like, how do I become world class at this? So I hire a Hollywood scriptwriter, and every Monday we sit down and we just talk about story. We talk about the history of story and like the Greeks and, pathos, logos, ethos. And we also go through scripts and we do that. And I think, rather than going, how can I improve at the stuff I'm necessarily bad at, I also want to become world class at the things that I have a natural ability for. So that, like, those elements then. And then it's a lot. It's like 300 quid a session, right? To sit down with a guy and talk about the Greeks. The payoff might not be instant, but I just think it's those little things that set me apart, that mean all the other finance creators who are not doing that over the years, I will just get to a point where it's like, there's no point even trying to compete with Damien because he's just like knocking out masterpieces. And it's because I've invested in those kind of things.
That was a clip from our episode with Olly Richards, talking about the power of investing in yourself. You can watch the full episode right here. Damo has a huge man crush on him.
You're just jealous, mate, because I don't like you.